Hello my happy readers, it's Bedtime Stories with Issy. I am reading The Magical Advent Calendar written by Fiona Simpson-Stober. Now it's the 7th of December, which means it's day 7. Are you ready to turn the page? The Magical Advent Calendar, day 7. And here we are again. It's Monday morning. What a wonderful weekend Ayria had had. Her advent calendar had given her so many surprises, and she had learned so much. She had so much that she wanted to share with this world, but sometimes it was hard to know how to do it. She was lying in bed, staring at her advent calendar. She knew she had to get up and go to school, but there were so many things in life that she found hard sometimes. And going to school every day was sadly one of them. Fitting in was hard, trying to be the same as others when she felt different, trying to be good enough to keep everyone happy. She often doubted whether she was doing the correct thing. She constantly questioned whether or not she was doing what people wanted her to do. Sometimes she was even frightened that she didn't achieve at school, even though she was a good student. Some days she was frightened that her friends didn't like her. She knew most of her fears were unjustified, but she couldn't stop them coming into her head. Ayria was anxious about many things in her life. She had no reason to be anxious. She is a lovely little girl, a delight to everybody who had the pleasure of meeting her. Yet still, there was something inside of her this morning that was making her feel a little bit anxious. She looked at the advent calendar. She thought to herself, I wonder what's behind day 7. She actually loved the number 7. It was her birthday on the 7th of September, so she loved the number 7. She went to the advent calendar and slowly opened the door. Then she stopped. What if this time there was just a picture? What if the adventure doesn't happen? What if she was making all of this up? There it was, the anxious feeling again. She had no reason to feel like this. What was it? My dear Ayria, can you hear me? Is that you, Snow Angel? Can you hear me? The beauty in the voice she could hear was unmistakable. It was definitely the Snow Angel. Ayria, of course I can hear you. I love your voice. I love you, Ayria. Ayria looked around. Was she already in her calendar? No. She hadn't opened the door yet. She was still in her bedroom. Was that possible? Was the Snow Angel in her life here on Earth too? Oh no, silly me, it's only in my head, isn't it? I knew it. Of course it's just a picture. Ayria tried to convince herself. No, it's not. Open the door, Ayria. You will see me. Ayria slowly opened door number 7, and as always, the power overtook her. Ayria tucked her finger behind the door, and as if by magic, she fell backwards. A force stronger than anything she had ever felt before had thrown her to her bed. She stood up again and stared at her mirror. The calendar was nowhere to be seen, but her mirror started to glitter and to sparkle. She was mesmerized by the beauty of what she was seeing. She could hear little voices, but she couldn't see anyone. The colours were spectacular, like nothing she had seen before. The green was warm and soothing. She immediately felt calm. Then she looked again and could see tiny little flowers on the floor of the forest that was slowly emerging out of her mirror. A path started to flow towards her, out of her mirror and towards her feet, and then she heard that beautiful again. Ayria, come on, I will show you the magic of Christmas. Slowly, she walked towards her mirror. She didn't even stop to think. She just followed the path. Suddenly, there was a wind behind her and she fell into a spiral. It was so exciting. It felt like being at the fair. She was screaming and laughing, and then with one almighty bump, she landed on a bouncy mushroom. She looked at herself. Her clothes had changed. She was in the most adorable green dress with silver buttons. Her hair had matching ribbons, and her shoes were so shiny she could see her own reflection in them. They were her crystal snowflake shoes. Ayria was spiraling down into the world of Nashim, a world that she knew now, a world that she was beginning to love. She could feel her anxiety disappearing. It was turning into excitement. She was so excited to see Mickey this morning. Mickey, I'm here. Hello, nice to see you. Now, what's all this worrying about? What's going on around you? Why are you so anxious? How do you know I was anxious, Mickey? Ayria asked. Well, I was waiting for you. Actually, Ayria, I was on the other side of the door, wondering why you weren't opening it. Then I took a little look through the door into your world. I must admit, I was glad I didn't spiral into your world because there was no bouncy mushroom for me to land on, just a hard floor. Anyway, I could feel you wondering whether or not to open the door. Why did you think there would be just a picture? Why did you expect us to let you down? We're your friends, Ayria. We are here for you every day. That's why it's a magical advent calendar. Why did you think I wasn't going to be here? I don't know, Mickey. I really don't. Mickey looked at Ayria and asked her, Does that happen to you often? She looked back at him, feeling rather embarrassed, but there was no point hiding it. It was better to talk about it, then it might go away. Ayria looked at Mickey. It's happening more and more, and I don't understand it. Come on, let's go for a walk today. Ayria, walking is a great way to clear your head. It is also really good to walk with someone and just talk freely. With that said, Ayria and Mickey started to walk. They walked out of the woods, down past what seemed to be like a little river, and they walked alongside the river, just watching it flow. Water always helps, you know. Water calms you down, Ayria. Yes, Mickey, I know that. I love water, Ira answered. Yes, but it's very good for you. It's very important for you to be in touch with the elements when you're not feeling like you're in harmony. Nature can be so healing to our souls and our minds, Ira. It's not that I didn't feel like I was in harmony, Mickey. I just felt slightly anxious. My dear Ira, that is not being in harmony. What makes you feel like that? What do you think is going to happen? Well, I'm afraid that people don't believe me when I tell them stories. I'm afraid that people think I'm silly. I'm afraid that I'm not enough for people. I'm afraid that people don't like me. I am afraid to get things wrong. Ira just blurted out everything that was bothering her. Her head felt free. Then she stopped for breath and looked at Mickey as if she had done something wrong. Why would you think such a thing? You do know that you are in charge of your beliefs, Ira, don't you? And only you are in charge of your beliefs, nobody else. What you believe is true, and you're also in charge of your mind. So when you know that none of that is true because you have no evidence to prove it, why would you believe it? Yes, Mickey, I do know that, and that's very easy for you to say. And it's okay when it's a good day, but sometimes I don't have good days. Then, Mickey, then it's not so easy to be in charge of my little head and what I believe. And Mickey, I am really starting to worry that I can't help you. What do you mean you can't help me? Well, you and the snow angel are showing me such wonderful things in this land of Nashim, and I am loving it. I'm learning so much, but what if I can't share what I'm learning with other people? What if it's not enough? What if we can't save the world? What if we don't? What if we let Mother Nature down? Ira, my dear child, look around you. Look at the beauty of this nature. You know, Ira, your world can't change until you do. We are so proud of you. You have already changed, Ira. You have already shared what we have shared with you, with other people. You are doing your best. That is more than enough for us. Nobody can do more than their best, and that is good enough. You can't get this wrong, Ira. If it feels right for you, then it is. That is for nobody else to judge. You will never be able to see inside other people's heads to know whether they are happy with you or not. It is much easier to please others by doing your best. And whether it is enough or not for them doesn't matter. It was your enough. It was your best. If people aren't happy with your best, that is their problem, not yours. They have to change their expectations. If you can always know you were the best version of yourself you could possibly have been, that, Ira, that is perfect. You're perfect. But Mickey, is it enough just to tell my family and a couple of my friends what you are sharing with me? Of course it is, Ira. Of course it is. What happens is, if you change your world and the way you see it, others will change their world and together we can and will make a difference. Don't you see, it's not about one single one of us doing something. We have to work together. Together we can make a wonderful, sustainable environment for all of us to live in harmony. Mickey, where is Nashim? And why am I here? Nashim is your natural environment, Ayria. This is where we all live together. We are a parallel world and we are a reflection of the earth. Mother Nature uses this world as a benchmark to make sure the world that you're living in doesn't collapse. When the resources are overstretched, when the land is overpopulated, the oceans are overfished, I suppose you could say Nashim rings the alarm bells. So why was I chosen, Mickey? Why did I come here and what do I have to do? What can I do to help? Oh, Ayria, that is so easy. Just be you. Because if you can change, your world can change. Now look around you. It's nearly Christmas. Everybody is getting excited. People are preparing gifts. People are writing cards to people they haven't spoken to for the whole year. And they're writing to tell them about what a wonderful year they've had. Or if they've had troubles, how they got over them. They are sharing joy with each other. Why would you be feeling anxious? I just don't know, Mickey. Just at that moment, Ayria heard the snow angel coming up behind them. First of all, she heard bells ringing. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, Ayria. Snow angel, how wonderful of you to come today. I haven't seen you for a couple of days. It is just so lovely to hear your voice. My dear child, I have come today because I can feel your anxiety. I want to tell you how to beat it. I want to tell you to concentrate on the moment. Be mindful of what is in your moment and enjoy it. Do not worry about things you have no control over. Are you enjoying this walk, this moment with us? Yes, I am loving this moment, Ayria said. Then, my dear child, just live in the moment. It is much easier when you feel anxiety coming over you. Don't worry about things that are ahead. Deal with things that are ahead of you when they get to you. You never know, you may be lucky. There may always stay ahead of you. You may never get to them. Deal with what you have to deal with in the present moment because that's all you've got. Ayria, that is all you can deal with, and you will find that then you don't quite get so anxious. It's also a very good idea not to read too much into things. Don't assume you know what somebody else is thinking of you, because if you do, my dear, you will find that you worry about something that's not even in existence. So, next time you're feeling anxious, do me a favor and sit down. Remember my words. Breathe 3 lovely deep breaths and then look around you. Just be grateful for what you can see, because if you can just be happy with what's around you, then you will take a lot of anxiety out of your thoughts and out of your life. You know, Ayria, life ahead of you may not always be easy, but it will be easy to cope with if you remember that you will never be alone. Remember that all you have to do is think of me. I'm only a thought away, and I will help to calm you down. All you have to do is breathe and be grateful for what you can see around you. Go into nature. Nature will calm you down. Walk by water, and you will see you will slowly calm down. It's nearly Christmas, Ayria. There will be lots of fun going on around you. Life might get very busy, so don't get anxious. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment. Don't stress yourself. It would be silly to stress yourself at such a wonderful time of year. Oh, Snow Angel, thank you so much for your help. Your wise words are so good. I feel so much better now. Sharing problems really does help them go away, doesn't it? Can I give you a cuddle? Of course you can, my darling. Come here. As Ayria went towards the Snow Angel to give her a cuddle, she felt an overwhelming feeling of love, and she felt so warm. She had never felt such peace in all her life. In the background, she could just slightly hear the water flowing from the river, and suddenly she woke up to the sound of her mum's voice. I'm finished in the shower, Ayria. Come on, it's your turn. Ayria sat up in bed, and she remembered that it was Monday morning. All of the feeling of anxiety seemed to have gone. When she remembered that she was feeling slightly anxious, she remembered that warm feeling from the Snow Angel. She looked out of her window. It was frosty and cold. It's starting to look a little bit like Christmas, she sang to herself. She stopped and she just enjoyed the moment. The lovely view of the frost on the gardens and the peacefulness because it was early in the morning. Nobody was out, and she smiled, and she knew today was going to be a great day, and soon it was going to be Christmas. Oh, what a warm, kind and magical day 7 that was. Sometimes we can feel anxious just like Ayria, but if we remember what the Snow Angel said, to think about nature and all the great things within Mother Nature, we can calm ourselves down from within. I wonder what adventure awaits Ayria tomorrow on day 8. I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you'll be ready for the next adventure for us to share together. Bye-bye.